Welcome to the Schizo stream. Hammer Screwer says, it warned me before I wanted to send. I can be way more schizo. I accidentally clicked not to send it. Okay, that's a shame. I set subscriber tiers to schizo. So, like, the base tier of this is schizo. And before anybody says that's ableism or whatever, I'm fucking literally schizoaffective. I got bipolar 1, so you can calm your tits. Oh, damn, not gonna lie, I kind of have a clue, but I have no access to medical or social services, so I'll never know. Yeah, I definitely recommend, if you can get access to a therapy, at least getting diagnosed with something helps you understand why you are the way you are. I'm a fucking schizo bipolar guy, and knowing all of my little issues means that I can, like, better navigate the world. I can, do what I need to do in order to correct the chemical imbalances and make it slightly easier for me not to get fucked up so much. So, I recommend it to some extent, but it's certainly not a perfect process, and access is abysmal. Sharing information with law enforcement. So, he wants fucking concentration camps! And he wants to withhold funds for emergencies if your state does not comply. I need a fucking shower, though, that's for damn sure.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is Jeremiah Harding, an anarchist, Twitter shit spewer, YouTuber, and Twitch streamer. In 2024, Jeremiah had a public spat with me, you know, the famous Mr. Dapperton, and my game, Mr. Dapperton vs. Furries, later known as Skull Stompers. His issue with the game was the fact I was open about using some AI animations as temporary placeholders until I could afford authentic animations done by a real animator. Today, it goes without saying, my game Skull Stompers has no AI assets any longer. But at the time, Jeremiah used the fact I briefly used AI assets as the way to announce he was making an AI-free game, an anti-AI game in fact. This game was going to have bold animations made by himself, Jeremiah, and boasts an original soundtrack, literally with him playing every instrument single-handedly, even though he never played an instrument in his life.
Boo. It's an instrument. This is what real artists use to make art.
He then told people to review bomb my game multiple times, both in tweets and on Twitch.
Because he doesn't like negative game reviews. If you review his game negatively on Steam, he'll complain about it on social media and claim that I'm review bombing him. The game is linked in the description if you want to do that.
Not long after that, his game shifted from a petty flex to a funding tool to pay for his $400 rent. He wasn't just offering supporter credits either. He was offering access to the game itself. He even had a tier that he was selling that offered an original soundtrack made by him.
Boo. It's an instrument. I can make whatever the fuck I want. And it's gonna be fucking excellent, not AI generated. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Produce a furry, dystopian cyberpunk kind of title. So, that's what you guys are gonna have to look forward to. Like, well over the amount of content that that Dapperton does for his dog shit title in the prologue. And the first one after that is going to have a whole lot more. Is going to have like actual, like, probably, I want to say, like 5 or 6 times the amount of content. And it shouldn't be too difficult, because from what I've seen of Godot, it should be like a fairly simple process. Should anybody decide that they want to support the project, I have a variety of tiers.
One of the tiers was a $100 tier, and yes, he's actually sold one of these $100 tiers. And yes, thanks for noticing. That is around the price of Grand Theft Auto 6, a game that cost over $1 billion to make. It's being compared to a game that Jeremiah, a first-time developer, is going to make in 2 months. By himself. He said making the game would be a fairly simple process. His words. He promised to release the game by summer 2024.
My goal, as before, is to have something out by Christmas. So I'm still going to push for that. But the general gist of it is that if I have this out by the time I want it to, it'll be out well before Christmas.
Maybe even sooner. Then, that timeline quietly changed to Christmas 2024. Jeremiah has claimed to have received hundreds of dollars for this project. And yet, now in 2025, nothing. No updates, no screenshots, no title, no proof of concept, no playable alpha, not even a menu screen. Instead, he released a to-do list, none of which involved developing a video game. Then, as if foreshadowing the collapse, Cash App had issues with his account. It's unconfirmed, but it's entirely plausible that it was the result of people demanding their money back. So, the question of the day is, what happened to the game, Jeremiah? If that's not crazy enough, he ripped off a guy in the Libertarian Party for $600 when he was asked to make a website. He took the money and ran. So this isn't the first time he scammed people. So beware, he is a scam artist.